Hey everybody, Questwise here. Today I want to talk about something that I don't normally talk about, and that's going to be 5th edition D&D. Generally, I don't... there's lots of other people out there doing D&D stuff, right? And especially 5th edition, and Wizards of the Coast is such a huge company. They don't normally do reviews of this kind of stuff, but the latest product that has just come out by them... I have a couple things I want to talk about in this video, but one of the things I kind of want to do is I want to give mad props to about Dragon Heist, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. This thing is nuts. This thing is great, and I love it, and it reminds me of this. I've had this book for years and years, Volo's Guide to Waterdeep. I don't even know when this thing came out. It had a cool map in the back of Waterdeep, and it had a guidebook through every section of the city itself. Cool little book. I've loved this book for years. It's written by Ed Greenwood, but Volo's Guide to Waterdeep. And when they announced that they were going to do Waterdeep Dragon Heist, I was extremely excited. I love urban adventures. I love games set in these giant, massive cities. So, think of Waterdeep as being sort of the New York City of the Forgotten Realms. And I was instantly excited. I thought this was going to be awesome. The thing that I'm excited about most about this book, though, is not the adventure itself. The adventure, it's okay. It's great. It's not so much a heist as it is sort of like, trying to help these people, stop them from getting this big, massive cache of gold it's hidden somewhere in the city. What I liked about it is the theme behind it, the background behind it. There's an awesome section in here called the Enchiridion of Waterdeep that gives you a history of everything, of the city itself. It gives you a great history of that part of the realms. It gives you a great everything from like how the laws work, how the people live, who lives there, what making money is like. But one of the things I love most about this is the fact that it ties your characters to the setting, right? It gives you these ideas, and it gives you these tables, and it gives you all these pages of how your characters are intertwined with Waterdeep, with this city, why they're there, that kind of stuff, right? And I love that part about this. Now, there's another part about this that I really, really like, and it's only because I'm a really old school grognard. I've been playing since about 1991, 92, and started playing Dungeons & Dragons in about 1993. There are characters in here, there are NPCs in here that I've loved since I've started playing. And it's nice flashback to the people who have been fans of D&D forever. Mert the Moneylender, of course, Volo, the Black Staff gives lots of kickback to Kelvin Blackstaff Arusen, if I'm slaughtering that name. But these are all people, the characters and NPCs that we've known for years and years and years, and now we got all stats for them in here as well too. Very excited to see that kind of stuff. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for paying a little homage to your older fans as well too. But some great new stuff in here as well. And like I said, the adventure is great, but the rest of the book is even better. The reasons why your character might be part of a guild, or using backgrounds from the core book and some of the other books to tie your character to a guild, or to a specific faction, or to make them a noble of Waterdeep, right? Let them be part of a noble family that lives there. So that's cool. I wanted to do a little plug for that, just a quick video on why I thought this was awesome. But what I really want to talk about today, and I want to talk about sort of anchoring your character to a setting, no matter what it be, whether it be, D&D or Palladium Fantasy or whatever it is that you're playing, Dark Places and Demogorgons, it doesn't matter what you're playing. I like the fact of anchoring your character to a setting, of letting them sort of have a background, let them feel like they're fully fleshed out. And that's why I want to talk about this, the Ultimate RPG Character Backstory Guide. This thing is awesome. I kind of stumbled upon it by accident. I work at a bookstore. My day job is I'm a bookseller. And I came across this in a catalog, an online catalog, part of our inventory base distribution house. And I didn't really know anything about it. All I could see was just a cover of it, and it just said, awesome way to build characters. I ordered some copies for the store, and I'm really glad I did, because this thing's awesome. This is written by James James, I'm sorry, D'Amato or D'Amato. Anyhow, it's the guy who is the creator of the One Shot Podcast, which is fantastic. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, go do that, the One Shot Podcast. What's great about this is it's a toolkit of building a background for your character. And it doesn't matter, it feels a little bit like it's leaning towards fantasy games. It just kind of has that vibe to it. That's kind of geared toward fantasy gaming as a whole. So D&D, Palladium Fantasy, something like that. Though there's a lot of stuff that can make it useful for, a modern game or a horror game. Maybe even you could tool it for some science fiction and stuff as well too. But I feel like there's just kind of a hint of it kind of leaning more towards fantasy type gaming. But one of the things I think is really genius about this, and it's not just, it's a collection of like questions and random die tables and, fill in the blank kind of things, choose from a list of things, fill in a section of questions, and then it kind of generates an answer and stuff for you. So what I really like about this is that it's very varied, and it gives you a lot of great, cool, different ways to sort of build a background. There's one section in here, my favorite, is character scars, right? What kind of scars have you gathered over your lifetime so far that are on your body, and where are they on your body? Do they make you look cool? Do they make you look scary? That kind of stuff. But what I really, really, really enjoy about this is it doesn't just stop at character creation. This book is broken down between like low levels, mid levels, and high levels of your character. And so one of the great things about, say, like D&D and Waterdeep Dragon Heist is that you have these backgrounds that you can pick at for character creation. But that's kind of where it ends. All of a sudden, that's kind of the past. This is your future. This book says, hey, your character develops through its entire life of its span, right? Whether it be low level, first through fifth, mid levels or higher levels, your character's still developing and still building a background for the past that it's done. So this book is broken into 3 sections like that, and it gives you different things for different levels that your character might be in at as well too. Very, very cool stuff. I just wanted to share this with you. I love the fact of tying your character to a setting. It gives the game master much more stuff to feed off from when building adventures. It gives the characters more incentive to be in the game, and it doesn't make your characters feel like they're just cookie cutter archetypes that you've picked out of a book. So if you get a chance, 2 things. Go pick up this if you haven't already. I know millions of people have because it's Wizards of the Coast. But if you haven't seen this, go check this thing out, man. It's fun to read through. It's a blast. Some of it's very humorous. Some of it I love picking up things that give me more ideas for my game, right? And this thing is great for that as well, too. Even just flipping through every once in a while, I'll pick this thing up and just read a page and be like, oh, damn, that's a great idea. So thank you, James, for that. And if you haven't checked out the One Shot Podcast, please go and do that as well. I'm Questwise, and until next time, we are out.